Imagine a different path in the world of One Piece, where red-haired Shanks decided to take in a young Monkey D. Luffy into his crew right from the start. How would this early partnership shape Luffy's adventures and the challenges they would face together? To set the tone, it would start with Shanks finding himself embroiled in a daring mission. His target, the legendary Gomu Gomu no Mi, aka Gum Gum Fruit, held under strict guard by the world government's 5 elders. Under the cover of darkness, Shanks and his crew infiltrate a heavily guarded world government facility. The elders have underestimated the red-hair pirate's skill and resolve. Swiftly and silently, they neutralize the guard, making their way to the chamber where the Gum Gum Fruit is kept. Finally, Shanks retrieves the fruit. Among the secrets he has uncovered in his journeys is the information about God Nika. The rest goes as destined. Monkey D. Luffy crosses paths with Shanks, eats the Gum Gum Fruit, gets thrown into the sea. Shanks intervenes to protect Luffy and loses his arm in the process. Now, Shanks knows that eating the Gum Gum Fruit marks Luffy as a target for the world government. He sees potential in Luffy, a potential to one day challenge the very foundations of the world itself. Shanks, aware of the danger that Luffy now faces as the bearer of the Gum Gum Fruit, makes a fateful decision. Shanks takes the boy under his wing. Meanwhile, word spreads like wildfire across the seas. Shanks has stolen the Gum Gum Fruit from the world government. The elders are furious, and they spare no effort in mobilizing their forces to apprehend Shanks and reclaim the fruit. Marines swarm the seas, their warships scouring every island and every port in search of the red-hair pirate. Shanks understands the gravity of their situation. He and his crew are now fugitives, pursued by the mightiest military force in the world. On the deck of the Red Force, Shanks imparts his knowledge to Luffy. He starts teaching him the basics of combat, navigation, and survival in the dangerous waters of the Grand Line. As they keep sailing across the vast expanse of the Grand Line, Shanks completely devotes himself to molding Luffy into a worthy successor. He teaches Luffy not only the physical skills needed to navigate the pirate-infested waters, but also the deeper knowledge of haki, the mysterious spiritual energy that few pirates ever master. Shanks teaches Luffy the 3 forms of haki. Busoshoku Haki, which hardens the body and enhances offensive and defensive capabilities. Kenbun-shoku Haki, which heightens perception and allows the user to sense the presence of others. And Hao-shoku Haki, the rarest and most powerful form that can overwhelm weaker opponents with sheer force of will. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, as Shanks and his crew evade capture while honing Luffy's skills. Each encounter with the Marines becomes a test of their resolve and unity. Through it all, Shanks remains steadfast in his belief that Luffy is destined for greatness, a greatness that will shake the foundations of the world and reach the abilities of God Nika. Luffy proves to be a quick learner. Under Shanks' guidance, he begins to master each form of haki, pushing himself to new limits with each passing day. The crew of the red-hair pirates looks on with pride as Luffy grows stronger. As years pass, the bond between Shanks and Luffy deepens. What began as a mentorship evolves into a familial relationship, with Shanks becoming a father figure to the young and spirited Luffy. The crew of the red-hair pirates embraces Monkey D. Luffy as one of their own, each member contributing to his growth and development as a pirate. Ben Beckman, the sharp-witted first mate, teaches Luffy strategy and tactics, preparing him for the complex battles that lie ahead. Yasopp, the marksman with an eagle eye, hones Luffy's precision and accuracy in combat. Lucky Roo and the others share their experiences and insights, imparting invaluable knowledge of the seas and the pirate code. As they sail deeper into the uncharted waters of the New World, Shanks reveals to Luffy the ultimate goal that has guided their journey, the pursuit of God Nika's abilities and making Luffy the Pirate King. Through shared victories and harrowing defeats, Luffy becomes not just a member of the red-hair pirates, but a beacon of hope in a world fraught with danger and uncertainty. His resolve to become the Pirate King burns brightly, fueled by Shanks' unwavering belief in his potential. With each island they visit and each challenge they overcome, Luffy's determination to achieve his dream grows stronger. He learns from the mistakes of their enemies and the lessons of the past, forging a path forward that will lead him to greatness. As the years pass and Luffy grows under Shanks' mentorship, tensions rise between the red-hair pirates and Vice Admiral Garp, Luffy's own grandfather. Garp, a staunch defender of the world government and its laws, sees Luffy's association with pirates as a threat to his upbringing. He relentlessly pursues Shanks and his crew, determined to separate Luffy from their influence. On several occasions, Garp's marine forces clash with the red-hair pirates. Each encounter is a fierce battle of wills and strength, determination matched only by Shanks' unwavering resolve to protect Luffy. Despite Garp's efforts to persuade Luffy to abandon piracy and return to a safer life under his care, Luffy remains steadfast in his loyalty to Shanks and the crew. He understands the risks and dangers of their lifestyle, but he also embraces the freedom and sense of purpose that piracy offers. Luffy's bond with Shanks and his crewmates deepens with each passing day, their shared experiences forging an unbreakable friendship. As they journey through the unpredictable seas of the Grand Line, tragedy strikes the red-hair pirates. One by one, Shanks' original crewmates suffer devastating fates in the face of formidable enemies and treacherous waters. Each loss is a heavy blow to the crew, testing their resilience and unity like never before. Yasopp, the sharpshooter and Luffy's unofficial mentor, falls in battle defending the crew from a ruthless pirate crew seeking revenge. His loss leaves a void in Luffy's heart, a reminder of the the dangers they face and the sacrifices made in pursuit of their dreams. Ben Beckman, the strategic genius and Shank's right-hand man, meets his fate during a daring raid on a Marine stronghold. His final act of bravery allows the crew to escape, but his absence is keenly felt among the red-hair pirates, who mourn the loss of their stalwart comrade. Even Lucky Roo, the jovial and imposing figure of the crew, meets a tragic end during a fierce storm that ravages their ship. His sacrifice saves the crew from certain doom, but it leaves behind a sense of sorrow and loss that weighs heavily on Luffy and Shanks alike. Through these harrowing experiences, Luffy learns the harsh realities of piracy and the cost of pursuing his dreams. He shoulders the burden of leadership alongside Shanks, guiding the remaining crew through their grief and honoring the memories of those who have fallen. Each loss strengthens his resolve to become stronger and to protect those he holds dear. Despite the devastating losses, the red-hair pirates press onward, their spirits tempered by grief but not broken. Shanks, ever the resilient captain, leads his diminished crew with wisdom and determination. He sees in Luffy a reflection of his own youthful ambition and idealism, tempered by the harsh realities of their world. As they navigate the challenges of the new world, Luffy's bond with Shanks deepens into a profound sense of respect and admiration. He learns not only from Shanks' strength and leadership, but also from his compassion and unwavering belief in the power of dreams. Together, they inspire hope among their allies and strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. Their reputation as formidable pirates spreading far and wide. With the loss of some of their original crewmates weighing heavily on their hearts, the red-hair pirates press forward with renewed determination. Under Shanks' guidance, Luffy's training intensifies. In addition to mastering the three forms of Haki, Buso Shoku, Kenbun Shoku, and Hao Shoku, Luffy immerses himself in other aspects of piracy. He learns to handle various firearms with precision and finesse, honing his accuracy to near perfection. With a sword in hand, Luffy trains rigorously with other crew members. He learns the art of wielding a blade, mastering different techniques, stances, and the importance of timing and reflexes in combat. Throughout their journey, Shanks ensures that Luffy receives comprehensive combat training from the entire crew. They simulate battles, spar relentlessly, and strategize for different scenarios. Luffy learns to harness his gum-gum fruit powers in conjunction with his newfound skills in hockey gun shooting and swordsmanship. The crew's diverse experiences and expertise enrich Luffy's understanding of combat, preparing him for the challenges ahead. As the red-hair pirates navigate the treacherous waters of the Grand Line, they inevitably cross paths with the 7 warlords of the sea, powerful pirates sanctioned by the world government. Each encounter with a warlord tests Luffy's abilities and pushes him to new heights of strength and determination. One of their earliest encounters is with Dracula Mihawk, the infamous swordsman and warlord of the sea known as Hawkeye. On a remote island shrouded in mist, the red-hair pirates face off against Mihawk in a duel of swords. Luffy, eager to test his newfound swordsmanship skills, challenges Mihawk head-on. The battle is intense and grueling, with Mihawk demonstrating his unparalleled swordsmanship and mastery of Haki. Luffy, fueled by determination and the teachings of Ben Beckman, holds his own against the warlord. With each clash of blades, Luffy learns from Mihawk's technique and adapts his own fighting style. Though the duel ends in a draw, Luffy gains invaluable experience and earns Mihawk's respect as a formidable opponent. Their encounter with Bartholomew Kuma, the warlord known as the Tyrant, proves to be a pivotal moment for Luffy and the red-hair pirates. On a remote island where storms rage incessantly, Kuma emerges as a relentless enemy with the ability to deflect attacks with his devil fruit power. Luffy faces Kuma in a battle of strength and willpower, unleashing the full extent of his gum-gum fruit abilities and Haki. The clash tests Luffy's endurance and resolve as he strives to protect his crewmates from Kuma's devastating attacks. With the combined efforts of the red-hair pirates, they manage to fend off Kuma, but not without scars that serve as a reminder of the warlord's formidable power. In the bustling city of Dressrosa, Luffy faces off against Don Quixote Doflamingo, the charismatic and ruthless warlord of the sea. Doflamingo's mastery of strings and manipulation proves to be a formidable challenge for Luffy and the red-hair pirates. Amidst the chaos and deception of Dressrosa, Luffy unleashes his Haoshoku Haki in a display of overwhelming force, challenging Doflamingo's authority and resolve. The battle escalates into a clash of ideologies and strengths, with Luffy's determination to protect the innocent and uphold justice driving him forward. Through sheer grit and the support of his crew, Luffy emerges victorious, dealing a decisive blow to Doflamingo's reign of terror. Through their encounters with the warlord, Luffy undergoes significant growth and evolution as a pirate and as a leader. Each battle challenges him to surpass his limits and harness his full potential. Under Shanks' guidance and the support of the red-haired pirates, Luffy continues refining his skills in Haki, gun shooting, and swordsmanship, becoming a well-rounded and formidable captain. Luffy's determination to become the Pirate King burns brighter than ever, fueled by the lessons learned from their battles. One day, the news of Kaido's ruthless reign and his ambitions to dominate the New World reaches the ears of Shanks and the red-haired pirates. Determined to uphold justice and protect innocent lives, they set sail to confront the formidable Emperor of the Sea. Guided by intelligence gathered from their extensive network of allies, the red-haired pirates make landfall on Onigashima, Kaido's stronghold. The island is shrouded in an eerie mist, its towering towering cliffs, an ominous atmosphere serving as a testament to Kaido's power and influence. Shanks, leading his crew with unwavering resolve, prepares for an all-out war against Kaido and his formidable beast pirates. The air is thick with tension as the two sides face off, each prepared to fight to the bitter end for their beliefs and ambitions. The battle begins with a thunderous clash of strength. Kaido in his dragon form unleashes devastating attacks. The skies rumble with thunder as Shanks and his crew engage in fierce combat against Kaido's elite force. Luffy, fueled by determination and the desire to protect his crewmates and innocent lives, awakens a new form of Gear 5. With Gear 5, Luffy taps into unprecedented levels of power and agility, his body adapting to the ferocity of the battle. His attacks challenge Kaido's dominance and push him to his limits. As the battle intensifies, Shanks faces off against Kaido in a duel that shakes the very foundation of Onigashima. The clash of their Haoshoku haki creates shockwaves that reverberate throughout the island, signaling the epic showdown between two titans of the sea. Shanks, with his strong will and mastery of haki, confronts Kaido. Despite sustaining injuries from Kaido's relentless attacks, Shanks remains steadfast in his resolve to protect his crew and uphold justice. Through sheer determination and unity, the red-haired pirates emerge victorious over Kaido and his beast pirates. Luffy's Gear 5 proves to be a decisive factor in turning the tide of battle, overwhelming Kaido and forcing him to acknowledge the strength and resilience of his opponents. The aftermath of the battle leaves Onigashima in ruins, but the victory comes at a heavy cost. Shanks, wounded but triumphant, stands alongside his crewmates as they survey the battlefield. Amidst the aftermath of their battle with Kaido, news spreads like wildfire across seas. The Marineford Summit War has erupted. The world stands on the brink of chaos as Marine forces clash with the combined might of the Whitebeard pirates and their allies. At the heart of Marineford, Portgas D. Ace, the beloved adopted brother of Luffy and the Whitebeard pirates' 2nd Division commander, stands defiantly against the overwhelming forces of the Marines. His capture by the world government ignites a firestorm of conflict and emotion, drawing allies and enemies alike into the fray. Luffy, reeling from the recent battle against Kaido and the wounds sustained by Shanks, rushes to Marineford with a sense of urgency. His heart pounds with determination to save Ace, his brother and closest companion, from the clutches of the Marines and the impending execution that looms over him. As the battle unfolds, Edward Newgate, better known as Whitebeard, the strongest man in the world, leads his forces in a relentless assault against Marineford. The battlefield trembles beneath the sheer force of his devil fruit powers and the unwavering loyalty of his crewmates. Whitebeard's fury knows no bounds as he clashes with admirals and marines, determined to rescue Ace and protect his family. The battle becomes a ground of chaos and destruction, with casualties mounting on both sides as the fate of Ace hangs in the balance. During the Battle of Marineford, a new player emerges, the enigmatic Marshal D. Teach, known as Blackbeard. He seizes the opportunity to capitalize on the chaos, aiming to claim the title of Emperor of the Sea for himself. Blackbeard's ruthless tactics and newfound powers pose a formidable threat to both Marines and pirates alike. As the battle rages on, alliances are tested, sacrifices are made, and the seas run red with blood. In the heart of Marineford, amidst the chaos and despair, Luffy faces his greatest challenge yet, to save Ace and confront the forces that threaten to tear apart their world. However, Portgas D. Ace, the real son of Gold D. Roger and Whitebeard's 2nd Division commander, meets his demise while protecting Luffy. Whitebeard, already weakened by the battle and devastated by Ace's death, suffers a fatal blow as his crew is overwhelmed by the combined might of the Marines and the Blackbeard pirates. With the demise of Whitebeard and the end of his crew, Blackbeard seizes the opportunity to claim the title of Emperor, solidifying his position as one of the most powerful pirates in the world. With the ability to wield 2 devil fruit powers after taking Whitebeard's Tremor fruit, Blackbeard's influence and notoriety skyrockets. His crew, emboldened by their recent victories and the acquisition of powerful devil fruits, becomes a force to be reckoned with in the new world. The news of Blackbeard's ascension to Emperor status spreads like wildfire across seas, striking fear into the hearts of many and prompting a realignment of alliances and strategies among the remaining pirate crews. The balance of power among the emperors shifts dramatically, with Blackbeard now viewed as a significant threat not only by his rivals, but also by the world government itself. In the wake of these events, chaos ensues as pirates scramble to fill the void left by Whitebeard's demise and to navigate the increasing dangerous waters of the new world. The loss of Ace and Whitebeard marks a turning point in the era of pirates, with Blackbeard's rise to power symbolizing the dawn of a new, darker chapter in the quest for one piece and ultimate supremacy on the Grand Line. The pursuit of justice and vengeance against Blackbeard for the death of Whitebeard leads Shanks and the red-haired pirates into a confrontation with the shocking alliance of Blackbeard and Big Mom. Under the cover of darkness and amidst turbulent seas, Shanks and his crew confront Blackbeard and Big Mom's alliance in a showdown. The air crackles with tension as the two sides clash. Big Mom's mastery of the Soru Nomi proves to be a formidable weapon, allowing her to manipulate souls and orchestrate sabotage that catches the red-haired pirates off guard. The surprise attack leaves Shanks and his crew reeling, struggling to regain their footing against overwhelming odds. Despite their valiant efforts and unwavering resolve, Shanks and the red-haired pirates find themselves outmatched by the cunning strategy and combined might of their enemies. The battle takes a heavy toll on both both sides. Shanks, gravely wounded and facing the specter of death, makes a final decision in the heat of battle. Recognizing Luffy's unwavering spirit and potential, he entrusts the future of the red-haired pirates to his protege. As the battle reaches its climax with the fate of the red-haired pirates hanging in the balance, Shanks confronts Blackbeard and Big Mom one final time. Despite his injuries and the overwhelming odds, he stands tall with unyielding resolve. At last, Shanks cannot handle it anymore and turns to Luffy. With his last breaths, he imparts his final wishes to Monkey D. Luffy to take over as captain of the red-haired pirates and to continue their quest for justice and redemption. With heavy hearts and the weight of their loss pressing upon them, the red-haired pirates retreat from the battlefield, their spirits battered but unbroken. They gather their wounded and honor the fallen, paying tribute to Shanks' sacrifice and unwavering commitment to their crew. In the aftermath of Shanks' death and the defeat at the hands of Blackbeard and Big Mom's alliance, the red-haired pirates mourn their captain's passing and reflect on the legacy he leaves behind. On a peaceful island bathed in sunlight, the red-haired pirates gather to bid farewell to their fallen captain. Shanks' funeral is a solemn affair, marked by heartfelt tributes. Luffy stands at the forefront, his gaze unwavering as he pays his respects to Shanks, his mentor and friend. The weight of responsibility settles upon his shoulders as he prepares to take on the mantle of captaincy, carrying forward Shanks' legacy of courage, integrity, and unwavering belief in the freedom of the seas. After the mourning and a lot of reflection, the crew of the red-haired pirates comes to a unanimous decision. They recognize Luffy as their new captain, honoring Shanks' final wish and placing their trust in Luffy's leadership and determination. With a renewed sense of purpose and unity, Luffy and the red-haired pirates set sail once more. Their resolve to avenge Shanks and confront their enemies burns brighter than ever, driving them forward in their quest to restore honor to their fallen captain and uphold the ideals for which he stood. As Luffy assumes the role of captain of the red-haired pirates, he leads his crew on a journey fueled by determination, camaraderie, and the pursuit of justice. Their quest for vengeance against Blackbeard and Big Mom becomes a defining chapter in their journey through the treacherous waters of the New World. With the support of their allies and newfound alliances forged in the wake of Shanks' death, Luffy and the red-haired pirates strategize their approach to confronting Blackbeard and Big Mom. They gather intelligence, assess their enemy's strengths and weaknesses, and prepare for the battles that lie ahead. Along their journey, Luffy and his crew face formidable challenges and adversaries. They engage in fierce battles against powerful enemies, each confrontation pushing them to their limits and forging them into stronger, more resilient pirates. Throughout their quest, Luffy carries with him the legacy of Shanks, the lessons learned, the bonds forged, and the unwavering belief in the freedom of the seas. He channels Shanks' courage and determination, inspiring his crewmates and allies alike to stand firm in the face of adversity and never waver in their pursuit of justice. As they navigate the turbulent seas of the New World, Luffy and the red-haired pirates draw closer to their new goal, to confront Blackbeard and Big Mom, to avenge Shanks' death, and to carve out their own legacy as pirates who dare to defy the odds and forge their own path towards greatness. The journey of Luffy and the red-haired pirates has led them through trials and tribulations, forging bonds of friendship and camaraderie amidst the chaotic seas of the New World. Their quest for justice and vengeance against Blackbeard and Big Mom reaches its climax in a dramatic showdown that will determine the fate of their crew and the future of piracy itself. As they approach the final battleground, Luffy and the red-haired pirates prepare meticulously for the confrontation ahead. Luffy, now wielding the full extent of his abilities and the power of Gear 5th, a testament to his growth and determination, stands at the forefront of his crew. His comrades rally behind him, united in their commitment to honor Shanks' memory and bring justice to those who have wronged them. A mini time skip occurs throughout their travels. Up to this point, the remainder of the red-haired pirates went through ferocious training day by day, waiting for this battle to come. One final opportunity to avenge their former captain. With some of the strongest members of the crew dead up to this point, the remaining members are forced to step up and grow even stronger. Behind Luffy in strength are Yuta and Lime Juice. Eventually, they stumble across an island and see its citizens in a scared state. Luffy realizes trouble is near. He soon discovers that Blackbeard and Big Mom's alliance is on the island. The atmosphere is charged with the clash of ambitions and the weight of past grievances, setting the stage for a battle that will echo across the seas. In the fury of battle, Luffy squares off against Blackbeard and Big Mom, his heart pounding with determination and the resolve to protect his crewmates and fulfill his promise to Shanks. The alliance of two emperors of the sea looms large before him. With a thunderous roar that echoes across the battlefield, Luffy activates Gear 5, a culmination of his training, determination, and the power of the gum-gum fruit bestowed upon him by Shanks. His body radiates with boundless energy and unprecedented strength, his attacks carrying the weight of his convictions and the desire to protect his loved ones. In the middle of the desolate island, Luffy keeps fighting against the strong team-up of Blackbeard and Big Mom. It's a big battle full of power and smart moves. Blackbeard has two scary devil fruits, and Big Mom controls souls like no other. They attack Luffy and his crew without stopping, but Luffy doesn't give up. He uses Gear 5th, showing how much he's grown and how determined he is. Monkey D. Luffy moves super fast, dodging attacks and hitting back perfectly. Every clash shakes the island with tension in the air. Luffy's strong spirit powers overpowers every punch he throws. In all the chaos, Luffy's crew stands by him, giving him strength. They're united and ready to face impossible challenges. Luffy keeps pushing himself to his limits, using Gear 5th to make huge attacks that shake the island to its core. Meanwhile, Luffy's crew is pitted against two of the most formidable pirate crews. Yet the red-haired pirates show no sign of weakness. The enemy crews laugh at the red-haired pirates, thinking that the same result will occur as the last time they met. However, to their surprise, they are easily overpowered by the monstrous training that Luffy and the crew underwent. The fight goes on for a while, but eventually, the dwindling pirates are no match for the sheer tactical superiority of the red-haired pirates. Meanwhile, the fight where Luffy is pitted against Blackbeard and Big Mom intensifies with each passing moment. His attacks are fueled by his beliefs and memories of everyone who supports him. He's close to fully mastering Gear 5th, a power that shows how much he wants justice and freedom. However, Blackbeard and Big Mom suddenly unleash a relentless barrage of attacks aimed at overwhelming Luffy and the red-haired pirates. But our boy does not give up that easily. Luffy's Gear 5 proves to be a formidable force, countering the overwhelming power of his enemies with unparalleled speed, agility, and resilience. Each attack he unleashes is a testament to his determination and the strength he draws from the bonds with his crewmates and allies. As the battle reaches its climax, Luffy's unwavering spirit and the bonds forged with his crewmates and allies shine brightly amidst the chaos. With every strike and maneuver, he demonstrates the growth and power he has achieved, pushing himself beyond his limits in a final push to tip the scales in their favor. In a climactic moment, Luffy finally reaches his full potential, and the red-haired pirates emerge victorious over Blackbeard and Big Mom's alliance. The battlefield is now filled with the remnants of their struggle, a testament to the sacrifices made. With their enemies defeated and their revenge taken, Luffy stands tall alongside his crewmates as they honor the memory of Shanks and the ideals for which they fought. The aftermath is a scene of both devastation and triumph. The ground is scarred from the intense battle, but the air is filled with a sense of hard-won victory. Luffy, though exhausted, stands resolute, his heart filled with the memory of Shanks and the purpose that drives him forward. The red-haired pirates, their spirits lifted by their victory, gather around, paying tribute to their fallen comrades and the dreams they continue to chase. With the alliance of Blackbeard and Big Mom defeated and justice served, Luffy and the red-haired pirates set sail once more into the boundless expanse of the Grand Line. Their journey continues, guided by the lessons learned, the bonds forged, and the legacy of those who came before them. Remember to subscribe and smash the like button for more One Piece videos.